Hi, this is Cabo, and today we'll be doing a summoning session for what's this banner called? Entwined as Atian and Rearm Heroes. I guess that's the translation they have on the title. So yeah, we want to get one copy of us for Rolf, just so I could get more stats from my Rolf clears. On my Rolf clears, currently I am not using a support partner. I do have avatar support, summoner support, so that is not gonna change much because it's just 2 more HP, but because I am not currently using summoner support, I guess I could do it now. I was able to do it before, but the point is that because it wasn't global and Rolf needs to move around all the map, it's hard for me to make use of that. But now that it'll be global, I guess I can make use of that more easily, and it technically will buff my attack and defense by 2 points. 2 more points of attack would be really nice. For those clears, the last one was a little close, so yeah. So we just want that for this. I don't use supports for like any other game mode. I think at some point I was running summoner support at least on arena, but summoner support I guess doesn't change for this almost whatsoever. It's just 2 HP more. So we just want copy of us, and I would like to get as many copies of Hinoka as possible for duplication fodder, as what I would like is to use my extra copy I got from Brave Boulder to her, duplicate Speed Taker and Arts Rival on her. I know Headleg is kinda nice, but like I also destroy her with Emblem Lean because Haze Life does not give any DR on enemy face. So yeah, that would be one way to duplicate Arts Rival and Speed Taker. I technically could give Arts Rival to Brave to Attune Arm, but he has already Speed Taker, so I think this could do better. And use 1 copy of Hinoka for boards. That would be the main point of getting her at least once, but I would like to get her at least twice so I could duplicate that. As for Attune Ryoma, I know the essentially Brutal Tempest Echo is kinda nice and all, but I already have Brutal Tempest as my C skill on both on both Icon and Roy, so I don't really need to give that to them. There's still no new God Sword that could want this. I currently have a team that would not score any higher if they were to release a perf weapon flyer, unless they gave them 10 ABSD, which I doubt, so it's most likely for melee infantry units, and just wait for those ones. I still would need to wait 2 or 3 months. By that point, this guy may rerun on a legendary mythic Emblem banner, so I guess I'll just wait for that if I really need to. Also, I did say before that I had enough Attune fodder for Mom and Eureka that should work out for my next God Sword, so I guess I don't really need him. So we'll just go on blue and colorless until I get 1 copy of us. If I get 1 copy of us while summoning, I will just go only on blue for just not to get PT broken by a unit that is a focus unit, I guess. And yeah, that's the way to go. If I don't get us at any moment within the 40 summons, I will spark her because that is technically more important. I think Johanna Lance might just be fine enough. So yeah, that's the way. Scarlet is useless, it's demo, we don't need her. We could most likely randomly get her later on. So yeah, blue and colorless is what we want, and we'll just go to the spark no matter what. Well, I mean, technically, there's one way in which I probably would stop before the spark, but that way would be, you know, get like 11 Hinokas before the spark. Yes, so I wouldn't need to get her any longer, but I don't think anyone will get that lucky. I doubt it, but you know, now that the Choose Your Legends units can be obtained on the reward summoning pool, there's a chance I could in theory get PT break by Brave Ifrenir. That would be also great, because I could give him 2 money for Soulgate and a Soul Fighter. Of course, that is very unlikely. I might have gotten from the last Choose Your Legends like 2, 3, maybe 4 of them as PT breaks at most. Brutal Tempest Echo is also not that helpful right now, because for arena purposes I can already have Sigur for 1 unit, and the Harmonize would still only get 2 moves, so Celica Ring might still be better for them. And you know, I want Erika Ring and Mikaya Ring and Sigur Ring that would be free. So there's like 1 single unit that may want to get Brutal Tempest. Like, so the Harmonize don't really want boost, and the one with Sigur would then want that. It's just not gonna be a thing, I guess. Let's see if we get as soon. That way I could only go plus. I'd rather get, you know, Hinoka as a random unit while summoning, because I don't mind getting more copies of her, and that way I would still be going for 2 colors, which could save me some orbs until the spark. I don't want to summon for another spark just so I could get Hinoka once. It's just as I said, I'll just play with Johanna Lance if I don't get her. It'll be quite unfortunate because I will also not be following Arts Rebel, but I think I'm fine. Like, I was able to beat Diamonds before, so it'll work out. Hitting this lance is more because I could maybe just beat Black Knights more easily that way, especially because I would duplicate Arts Rival if I do that. There's the second male Grima. I got it. I still need 9 more to make him plus 10. He is technically a unit that would let me score higher, or at least have a higher BST boards, but it's like 10 more BST plus distant counter dragons. No, it's 5 more BST plus distant counter dragons. I guess plus high dragon wall technically if you were to have that. That will be 15 more BST, which maybe it's enough to score higher, but that's, you know, high Dragon Wall. Who wants to run that? That was a mistake. I still believe they released high Dragon Wall just to make him score as high as just to make him score as high as legendary female AR, because there was because he had distant counter built in. I believe he didn't want to run the distant counter dragon, and if he wasn't running the distant counter dragon, then he would be scoring the same as female AR because he didn't have distant counter built in. But you know, I think we saw many times in arena units having like double distant counter for scoring, and they still work fine, you know. Can we get a 5-star airlock unit now? The odds are 6% of getting a 5-star unit. Not a focused one, but a 5-star one. And that should be 1 in 14 or so. We are at 19 summons right now. Well, 20 summons, I haven't gotten any unit just yet. I'm expected to get to 5-star before the spark. They don't need to be focused, but I'm expecting that. Well, let's look at that. I just got Brave Ifrenair as a pity break. I would have rather gotten us, but this is something I can use. I can now give Swapgate to Marnie and Assault Fighter. That's not the fodder I was looking forward to. I might be able to get also that physical save, but I don't think I'll be using it because until we get magical save, I don't want to. Also, I think she would do better with magical save and boss with physical save. But yeah, I guess now I can do this fodder. I could do it also on boss, but you know, boss scores a little less. So I think I'd rather just use it on Marnie, because that is a unit that I'll be using for longer. Okay, that's cool. Green is the team mode, I still don't want that. But you know, it'll be cooler if you were to give me a focus unit. I just need Hinoka, just one copy of Hinoka's. Kinda not because I got the Sparkas, but instead I'm just getting Jagen for the third time. I don't think that's more likely than getting Hinoka. You know how many blue emotes might be in the game? Let me look at this. Well, there's Sensou out there. Had to go to the summoning screen first. It's up, what, 86% of getting a demo? 3 or 4 star? 86. So that's divided by 20 is 4 and something. Divided by 25, it'll be less than 4%. 25 is 75 plus 12, 86. Yeah, it's like divided by 25. So as long as there are more than 25 emotes, you should technically be more likely to get the focus unit than one specific emote. So getting the same emote multiple times, it is less likely than getting the focus unit, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have more than 25 emotes at this point of its color. I guess we do, right? Like, we technically are getting maybe like 1 or 2 at most on each banner, 12 banners, that's 24 units each year, which is 6 units each year. I mean, 6 units each year, even if it is half, it's 3 units each year for each color, and 3 units 9 years is 27, so... And the first year we had many more emotes. I'm quite tired of seeing this guy as a 4-star special. I had him maybe +5 at this coin if I were to merge him, which I might have done, or I might have not. Actually, hold on. Oh yeah, this guy has Wall Fighter 3. That's nice. That's kinda nice right now, because that means I can use him for Bridge Holder. I wasn't sure if I had Wall Fighter on someone. Three DA summons and I still have gotten only 1 5-star. That should not be. It shouldn't be like that. I should have gotten 2 or even 3. Well, I think that's 40 summons. This luck was quite terrible. I guess I don't need a lance, as mentioned. I didn't want a lance. I wanted a lance, but like, I don't need it. I didn't really need a lance. I can already beat the amount stuff the way I was doing before. I'm a little pissed off by that, but I guess it's fine. Is it? Yeah, it is. I do not like this banner. I just go get us. Just kidding. I'm still going to summon only on blue until I get another 5-star unit. Let's get us, which is needed for Rolf. That's it. It's the only thing I need for him. That's not two because I technically do want the arcane bow that at some point we'll get on a remix banner. And I will eventually want, I guess, to get the Entwined here that's giving speed and defense. Sorry, speed and res, just so I could get all those extra stats. Alright then, let's just keep going until I run out of orbs, or I get a focus or non-focus, a 5-star hero, just for the chances to be resetted. I guess I'm glad I continue. I'm glad I continue now. Just one summon is all I needed for getting her. That's quite used and quick. Okay, let's just then finish this round. And I'm glad I got her. Now I can at least get this lance for boss. I may duplicate Arch Rebel still on her and Speed Taker, even if I don't have more copies of her. I didn't have many other options to duplicate Arch Rebel. I mean, for duplicating Arch Rebel I did have it. For duplicating Arch Rebel and Speed Taker, I didn't really have those options because my option was Alm, who already had Speed Taker. And I think one of the previous flyer rearm units, Tana or Ingrid, but those ones I think I could only have one more merge than Hinoka. Hinoka is without any merges. Those ones I think at most I could have them twice. And I wouldn't be surprised if Hinoka gets on Divine Codes next year, though they may add Ryoma instead, so who knows. But yeah, let's just finish this round just because, and we'll stop the banner. I'm glad they gave me, they actually end up giving me her. Can they please add the artwork already? Like, that is not... I don't mind them wanting to remove it at some point, but like, that is too silly. It shouldn't cost that much to make a new artwork. Yes, give us something else. There's another 4-star special. That's the second Ninos, is a flyer. Speaking of flyers, I did the story map, so the boss is a flyer and that weapon is scary. That weapon has uncapped stats, I believe, and that is crazy. It does have capped damage, but uncapped stats is Break Chrome power level. Except this guy has 2 damage, unlike Break Chrome. And it seems he also has something I don't really understand. It seems he has like a pre-combat damage AoE passively built in the weapon. It is capped at 9 points, but that's something we never had before. That's also 2 4-star specials, which is quite odd. And 4-star specials, by the way, do get their chance of appearing reduced, like any other, like any demote from increasing, so it was even less likely for that to happen. So that's enough for this banner. I got Hinoka once, that's... I'll still probably duplicate Arts Rebel just so I could have him. As a reminder, my board scores the same as Panet, so if I had to replace someone for someone with higher scoring, I can replace Panet first. And the new Grand Hero Battle has no perf weapons, so I don't need to replace this guy for like I don't need to replace him nor Panet for over 2 months. That's at least worth enough, having him with his weapon. I should also mention that I'm recording this before the arena run, so even though you'll be seeing the arena run sooner, because I kinda want to show it at the same day, it should be better for YouTube algorithm maybe. I will be using that lance and Arts Rebel to test something out, to test that weapon out. So yeah, that's about it for this banner. I technically more or less have gotten all what I wanted. We should see you, consider I'm going to release the arena run sooner than this. We should see you then on the next Fire Emblem related videos you should see are the Grand Hero battle clears, which I haven't done because this is the first day and the Grand Hero battle is still not out there yet. Until then, bye!